Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel. I'm your teacher Ankita and I welcome you all in today's very important and very interesting class that we have today. We will be learning more about the female reproductive system. So everyone, please do make sure to stay with us till the end. Good evening everyone. I can see that so many of you are here. Really sorry for the delay. But we are here now everyone. I hope that I'm clearly audible and visible to each one of you. Good evening everyone, good evening. Please make sure everyone to hit the like button for the video. Make sure to stay with us till the end, right? We will be continuing more further about the female reproductive system. We'll be discussing about the external genitals, and of course we will be looking and understanding about the accessory glands also. So I hope that all of you are ready everyone. Quick thumbs up. Awesome, awesome everyone. I can see that. Great. So let's get started everyone. So in the previous class for this particular chapter, the human reproduction, you have already studied about the male reproductive system. And in the last class, right, you all have studied about the female reproductive system. You have gone into the details and have studied about the ovaries, oviduct and the uterus. In today's class, we will be focusing on the vagina and the other important parts that we have. So I hope that all of you are ready. So here let's get started everyone. Here we are starting with it. Everyone, please make sure you stay with us till the end. And more than that, please everyone make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And hit the like button for the video. Good evening everyone. Good evening. Sadia. Good evening. Umehani. Yes. Rajanya. Baswajit. Teethraj. Good evening. Good evening. हाँ बच्चे होमवर्क क्वेश्चन था. Yes. Can I take that homework question in the next class? Yes, homework question tha from the class 12. Molecular basis of inheritance. Yes. Okay. Okay everyone, so let's get started, right? Just in case if the slide, if you feel the slides a little bit blurry, just change the setting of your phone, right? You can change the setting of the phone in the sense auto setting, high quality video, and it will be completely fine. So let's get started. Now what are we discussing everyone? We're discussing about the vagina. Now what it is, we know that it's a very, very important structure. It's tubular, right? It's a tubular structure, 10 centimeter long, and of course it's long, right? And it's a canal, which of course we have the fibromuscular canal, which of course has a lining of the mucous membrane. And very, very important point everyone, and it's a very crucial topic from the exam point of view also. It extends from the exterior, right, from the exterior of the body to the uterine cervix. Over here we can see, right. It is also called as the birth canal along with the cervix. This is a very important information we have. So we know that the uterus is called also as a womb, where of course we see the implantation happening and of course the development of the fetus happening. That is there in the uterus, right? Where the birth canal, we will have vagina and the cervix all together. So the vagina acts as a passage for the childbirth also. Now if we were moving further, right, we talk about that how the vagina is it flexible? So we know that it is stretchable and definitely it is expandable, right? So it is because in such a way so that it can receive the penis during the sexual intercourse. This is very important. And of course for the outlet for the menstrual flow also. So that the blood which is there, right, the uterus lining that can also pass through it. Moving ahead everyone, this is a very important information that we have related to it. And of course in our textbook also they have gone into a little bit detail and they have spoken about it. Now when we talk about the vagina, right, we should be aware about there are the openings that we have over here. So we have the openings, right, we can clearly see that the hymen is mentioned over here and we have the vaginal oriflex right over here. Now this particular portion is kind of covered with a mucous membrane which is porous in nature. So it's not fully covered per se, but it is partially covered, and this membrane that we are calling it out, right, it is porous in nature. Basically it has pores so that the materials can move in and out. So this is called as the hymen. Everyone, this is very, very important. Please do pay attention over here. So what we have over here, the hymen, right? Everyone, are we clear with this? Right? Very good. Now let's talk about the hymen as in general. Now what is the hymen? So hymen over here, we know that it is the pleural fronted. Basically it's very bit porous, right? It allows the flow of the menstrual blood altogether. Now this is very crucial for all of us to understand. See over here, we can see the vaginal opening, and of course over here, this part that we have has the covering of the hymen. Everyone, I hope that you can see this part, right? Now this is the hymen. Now we have a very interesting fact for all of you. Now there is a lot of misconception which are related to the hymen. Now in the ancient time, right, in the ancient time, people believe that if there's an absence of the hymen, the female is not virgin. So that's how they used to relate, and that's how they used to treat the women. But now we know that the hymen can get rupture due to various reasons, not just the sexual intercourse. So here, of course, in our NCERT textbook also they have clearly specified, because it have at that particular time in the ancient time, it was a taboo. Now as we are learning more about the human's body, we are more and more aware about it, and with the knowledge we have, we can actually clear off the taboos which are there in our society, so that the females of the society can live with dignity and with pride. So here, the hymen can get ruptured not just because of the intercourse, but of course it could be of various reasons. The reasons like horse riding, swimming, or any of the vigorous exercise, any of the shock to the body, right? If there's cycling event is happening, or if there's a infection in the vagina, hymen can get ruptured due to all of these activities and various other activities altogether. So presence of hymen is not the proof of the virginity of the girl, that we should be well aware about it. There are times, right, when the people will be taking a kind of judging a girl based upon this, but we should never do it. So that's a very clear point which is mentioned in our NCERT, and they want us to understand that it is a taboo and we should not be continuing with it. Everyone, are we clear? Good evening everyone. I can see so many of you here, everyone. I hope that all of you are there with me and you are clear with this. Yes everyone. See this topic, right, the topic that we are discussing today, the external female external genitalia and the accessory glands, are really very easy and they're very important from the exam point of view. Yes? Okay. Now let's move ahead everyone, and let's talk about the vulva. Right? Yes, it is a taboo. So now everyone, till now what we have discussed, we discussed about the vagina, which is a part of the female reproductive system. Like inside me what is there, right? Now how externally the female reproductive system has or looks, right? Or of course what is it? So we will take a look over here, right? So let's take a look over here. So we call it as vulva, right? And of course we have another name for it, and we can broadly divide it into the 4 different topics. Yes everyone? Yes, I'll take your question. I'll just give me 1 minute, I'll take your question. So we'll be discussing about all of these topics, right? That will be coming under the topic of vulva or the external genital. Everyone, are we clear with this? Yes, please ask your question. Abhishek Bache will be able to finish our class probably in next 20 to 30 minutes. Biswajit, please do ask your question. Yes, Suresh. Yeah, Satya, by exercise also. Because I'm sure you would have seen athletes and other, other people, if other females who are, having or they're doing vigorous exercises, they might have the rupture of the hymen. Okay, you're saying for us to please visual. I didn't get your question, but you want us to have the question paper of 2023, which was there in the previous year, like the last NEET paper. Can you be specific? Visual NEET to the or do you want the mock test paper for all of us to come here? Not by splitting. Rajanya, not by splitting. Yes. So, Biswajit, don't worry. Biswajit, we will be having the classes, and of course, we will be focusing on the question papers, right? The different types of question that comes in your examination. We will be coming up with the mock papers. So, don't worry. Ma'am, when uterus is removed from the menstrual cycle, yes, after the removal of the uterus, menstrual cycle will not happen or will not occur. We will definitely, but we will have the mock test paper. right? We have that in pipeline. We have it planned. We have planned that for you. Okay. So everyone, are we clear with this? Sami, have answered your question. Surbho, yes. Okay. Mr. Blaster, awesome. Everyone, let's move ahead and let's talk about the other part, right? Okay, chaliye. Okay, hello Abhishek. Chaliye, let's move ahead everyone and let's talk about the parts that we have over here. Now, the first part that we are dealing, everyone, is the Mons Pubis. Okay, this is the anterior part. Everyone, we know that what is interior and anterior. There's a lot of difference, right? So over here we have the anterior part of it, right? What it has fatty tissues and all the adipose tissues. Now, this is very important for all of us to remember. And of course, can you see this upper part, this wala part? Right? This is covered by the skin and the pubic hair. So that's about the Mons Pubis. This is very chotu sa topic, does not have any detail, but we should remember about that. It has the fatty acids or the adipose tissue. Okay, it has a layer of it. Moving ahead to the next part, which is the Labia Majora. Right, now we'll remember major and minor over here. We have major and then of course we have the minor part of it. Now what we have, we can clearly see that over here we have the two fleshy folds of the skin. See over here, we have the folds of the skin which are kind of extended. You know, they are moving from here to this, right? So we can clearly say that they are extending, right, from the Mons Pubis. Very important point, it kind of provides the boundary to the vulva. And this organ or this part basically is the homologous to the scrotum. Now everyone, write in the comment section below and tell me what is the important role of scrotum. Now we all know that scrotum of course is there, right? And in the scrotum, in males, the testes are present. One of the important role of the scrotum is to maintain the temperature so that the production of the sperms can happen at the right temperature. But apart from that, scrotum plays a very important role in segregation, giving the boundary to the genitals also. So here a very important question that can be asked over here, right? What is, homologous to scrotum over here? So of course we can say the Labia Majora. Everyone, are we clear? Very good, very good. Yes, awesome. Chaliye. Very good. Okay, Ms. Vijit, we'll do that. We will have that also. Okay. Moving ahead, everyone. After this, we will continue more about it. Now, there are two important things that we have to understand, that what it contain of, right? What it have in the majority. So, of course, first of all, it has fatty tissues or the adipose tissue, which are there. Apart from that, it has the oil glands, sebaceous gland, that are also present at the Labia Majora. Everyone, are we clear? Right? So, we have talked about the Mons Pubis, right? Again, it is the skin that has the hairs, right? And it has more of fatty tissues or the adipose tissue. Then we are discussing about the Labia Majora. Now, of course, this extend down, right? And of course, it has the basically the boundary of the vulva, right? We can say that. And it is homologous to the scrotum also. It contains the adipose tissue, right? Adipose tissue, and of course the sebaceous glands or the oil glands that are there in the body. That's very important thing. Now moving ahead, everyone, let's talk about the Labia Minora. So we have major and minor. So here we have the minor part. So again, it's very easy for us to understand, everyone. This is the outer part, and this is the inner part, and this is the most interior part that we are discussing. We have more further parts, but at this we are discussing at the third position. Too small. So what was the major labia? We can clearly see there's a huge fold of a skin, right? Of course, what we have over here, there's a big fold of the skin altogether. But in the minor, what we have the smaller flesh of the skin, or we can say we have a very thin skin fold without any of the pubic hair and the fat. This is very important. In major, of course, what we had the fat also, right? And of course, we had the pubic hair also around it. But in the minor, right, the pubic hair and the fat are not present. Now, it lies under the Labia Majora. We already can see it over here. And this particular part contains numerous sebaceous glands, but of course very few sweat glands. And this is homologous to the spongy pineal urethra. Everyone, are we clear? All of you, are we clear? Quick thumbs up everyone. I hope that all of you are understanding what are we discussing over here. We're discussing about the female external genitalia, right? First we're discussing that, and after that we'll be discussing about the accessory glands. Good. Yes, very good. Awesome. Now there's one more myth everyone, right? So very interesting question that is there, and of course there are a lot of myths around it, that the in the female body, right, in the female body, the urine, the nitrogenous waste which is produced in the body is excreted from which part? Sometime, if you don't have the full knowledge, I have heard students saying that, ma'am, the passage of the urine, right, if they're not 100% sure what will be the passage, they will say some other parts, right? But we have to understand there are a lot of myths around it, and we will be learning more about these myths, or we can say we are kind of, myth busting. So the myth is that the women urinate through their vagina. It's a kind of myth. It's not the reality, right? This is not the reality. Women do not urinate or release the urine from the vagina. That's not the reality. This is absolutely incorrect. It's a myth. But the fact is, the women have 3 different openings, right? Have 3 different outlets, right? We can say that 3 different paths from where the different things will be getting released. Okay, so let's understand about it. So we clearly know that, right? We know that about the Labia Majora. We are clearly aware about the Mons Pubis. We are clearly aware about the Labia Majora, right? So if we look over here, we can clearly see the 3 important openings. We have the urethral opening, which is just above the vagina. See, vagina is over here. Vestibule, right? Of course, this particular part, right? Just at top of it over here, we have the urethral opening. That means that the urine which is produced by the kidneys, right, after the filtration process, after the process, will be released from the urethral opening. Then there's vagina, that's the second opening, and in the last we have the anus, through which the undigested food or the stool or the fecal matter will be released from the body. So if someone will ask you that from where the urine is released from the female body, the answer is the urethral opening. Now, through where the birth of a child happens, that the answer will be vagina. Through where the menstrual blood comes out of the female body, the answer will be again vagina. Okay? And the undigested food is released by the anus. Everyone, are we clear with this? Quick thumbs up. Everyone, give me a quick thumbs up. Are we clear with this? Yes, all of you, are we clear with this? Okay, very good everyone. Now let's move ahead and let me ask you a question, or a kind of did you know fact, right? We have something very interesting information. So the female urethral is much shorter than the male urethra, right? Female urethra is smaller than the male. Can you tell me the next answer? Basically, what is the reason behind it? Or you can actually find the question. Basically, you can find the answer for this particular question. The female urethra is much shorter than the male urethra. What could be the reason for it? See over here. Can we see this? Right. This is the bladder. Right, and of course we have over here, that's the urethra. Yes? Clear everyone? Over here we have the bladder, and of course, right from here it goes, and of course we can see we have the opening over here. So please do write the answer in the comment section below, that why the female urethra is much shorter than the male urethra. Okay everyone? Okay. Now let's move to the last part of the female external genitalia, right? And what we have a very important part, which is the clitoris. This is the, how do we pronounce it? We pronounce it as the clitoris. So now what we have over here, let's understand. Now again, this clitoris is a very similar to the penis. We'll understand how they're similar, right? We call it as a homologous. Now let's understand why we call it as a homologous over here. So again, this clitoris, right, we can clearly see over here, it's a very tiny structure, which is a finger-like, right, or cylindrical mass composed of the 2 very important things, right? First, of course, it has two erectile body. Now, definitely it has a tissue which have the erectile nature, right? Over here we have. So, it has two small erectile bodies which are called as the corpora, right? Everyone, do take a note of it, right? Norosa, okay? Remember it, everyone, okay? It is in a kind of extra information we don't have in a textbook, but just for all of you to take a note of it, right? We can clearly say that it's a tiny finger-like projection structure which is there. And of course, it have numerous nerves and the blood vessels. As it is erectile in nature, that means that it will have more of the blood vessels and the nerves. That is the reason we are comparing it with the penis, right? Altogether, we are saying it's homologous. So it is a homologous to the penis in males. Of course, the male structure and the clitoris are capable of the enlargement because of the presence of the tissues that are there, right? So, when they are stimulated, they will become erect. This is very important information for all of us to remember. Everyone, are we clear? Yes. Upon the stimulation, the penis and the clitoris will become erect. So, basically, they have the tissues that have the erectile nature. Okay? So, I hope that this is clear to each one of you. Now, let's move ahead and let's talk about that. Females have external genitalia that are very similar to the males. Let's take a look over here. Right? We have a lot of homologous comparison over here. Now, everyone, I'm sure you remember homologous. Anyone, can you quickly write what is the meaning of homologous organ? Jaldi se, everyone. Yes, quickly. Very good, very good. Yes. Very good. Yes, everyone. So, do write the answer in the comment section below. Right? Basically, they have kind of a same, definitely the origin will be same, but the functions are very, very much different. Yes, similar structure and functions are absolutely different. So, that's the case over here. So, we have labia majora in the females, and of course, which is homologous to the scrotum of the male. Then, of course, we have labia minora, which is homologous to the urethra of the male. And then, of course, we have the clitoris of female, which is very much homologous to the penis of the male. Basically, of course, all of these are kind of similar structure, but of course, definitely they have different functions altogether. So, with this, everyone, we are done with the first topic that we have in today's class. Let's talk about the external female genitalia. So, let's take a look. See, look at over there. This is a very short paragraph that we have in our textbook. So, we clearly know that it's not that important, but there are a few questions that can be asked from over here. So here let's take a look, everyone. So we know that it includes 4 important parts. We have Mons Pubis, we have Labia Majora, Labia Minora, hymen and the clitoris. So pubis over here, Mons Pubis over here is a cushion of the fatty tissue covered by the skin and the pubic hair. The Labia Majora are the fleshy fold. Remember this, everyone, this is the fleshy fold of the tissue which extend down from the Mons Pubis and surrounded by the vaginal opening, right? Surround around the vaginal opening. Labia minora are a pair of fold of the tissues under the labia majora, right? And the opening of the vagina is often covered by the membrane, which is called as the hymen. The clitoris is a tiny finger-like structure which lies at the upper junction of the 2 labia minora above the urethral opening, and the hymen is often tore during the first intercourse. However, it can be broken if there's sudden fall or a jolt, right? Insertion of the tampons, activities, sports activities like horseback riding, cycling, etc. Okay, everyone, are we clear? Yes, everyone, are we clear with this? Yes, everyone, are we clear? Okay. Everyone, please take a look at this question. Everyone, take a look at this question. Quickly write the answer in the comment section below. Yes. Satyam, thank you for being here with us, bache. But if you feel that it's a wastage of your time, you can leave the class. Everyone, please do write your answer over here. I'll take care of him. We don't want such students in our class. Yes, everyone. We really want to build a community where all of us are kind towards each other, right? And if you're coming to class, you're coming with an intention, right? You're coming to class either for study or just to waste your time and other times of the students and of the teacher. Yes, everyone, I can see the correct answer. Arey, read the question carefully. We have to identify the odd one from the following of the vulval vestibule, right? Everyone, the area between the jaldi everyone. Interesting, very good, very good. 1 minute, everyone. Yes. So the odd one out over here, everyone, is what? Is the Mons Pubis. Right now, these are all the kind of, part of the vulva vestibule, right? And this is not. So over here, B is the odd one out. Let's move ahead, everyone. And now we'll be discussing about the female accessory gland, right? Now, of course, when we talk about the mammary glands, are very, very important. We know that they nurture the baby, right? They nurture the baby, and we'll be discussing about the mammary glands. Again, one very important question is here. It is kind of asked in the examination, so we'll take a look over here. We know that the breast, right, or the mammary gland that we have, right, when we call it as each breast have a semi-spherical projection of the variable size, right? And of course, we have these muscles. Everyone, take a note over here, right? Pectoralis major muscle. Remember the name, everyone. It is very important. We have this muscle over here. We can see, right? This is a rib, and between this we have the muscles also. This is the muscle that we're talking about. Between the ribs also we have the muscle, right? Everyone, are we clear? Everyone, are we clear? Yes. Is it? Okay. Biswajit, it is, right? What we have over here? Okay, let's just go back and see. Yes, but see, so what we are discussing over here, the vulva, right? So this particular part where we have this opening. We have the urethral opening, right? We have the vagina. At the top, we have the clitoris. Mons pubis is there at. Okay? So I hope that it's clear. Biswajit, I hope that you got the correct answer, bache. Okay? Chaliye. Moving ahead, everyone. We're talking about this, right? Now let's understand that how the development happens. Now there's very important one thing for all of us to remember, that the development of the mammary glands begins only after the puberty under the influence of the two very important hormones. What are those two hormones? In the female reproductive system, of course, we have studied that. Two very important hormones, everyone, which are there, which actually plays a very important role during the puberty and the development of the mammary glands. Everyone? Yes, very good, everyone. Start with E and P. Estrogen and progesterone, right? Very good, very good. So these are the very two important hormones that actually plays a very important role. So under the developed until, right, of course, they keep on developing until the puberty. And of course, we see the development happening. The development is happening due to the estrogen and the progesterone hormones altogether, right? Of course, the estrogen stimulates the growth of the duct, right, which are there, and the progesterone will stimulate the formation of the for the secretion alveoli. Everyone clear? So two very specific functions over here. Please take a note of it, right? How these hormones are helping in the development of the mammary gland. Clear? So this is a very crucial information that we have. Clear? Everyone, are we clear? Very good, very good. Chaliye. Now that we are clear with this, let's move ahead and let's talk about that each breast, right, has a pigmented projection. Over here we can see have a pigmented projection, we call it as a nipple, and of course it's a series of closed opening of the ducts that we have, and around it, right, we have the different color part. Now very important, everyone, we're talking about it. This closed space, right, have the opening of the ducts, and this opening of the duct is called as lactiferous duct, from where the milk will be emerging out. So take a note of this, everyone. right? Do take a note of this. Moving further, what we have, each breast, of course, this is the part we have covered, right? And the next part, which is very close to the nipple, is the pigmented part, the circular part, right? Now this part is called as the areola, right? And of course it appears rough because of the content modified sebaceous gland. The oil glands are present over there. So that's important information, everyone. We have to remember with us. Clear? Now let's move ahead. Now let's talk about the internal structure of the breast. Now we have the connective tissue over here. Again, a very important question that can be asked, right? The strands of the connective tissue called as a suspensory ligaments of the breast or the corpus ligament supports the breast. These ligaments, which ligaments we're talking about? The corpus ligament, loosen with the age or with the excessive strain on the body at the at the breast area. So of course we'll see this happening, the sagging happening. Now if we look at the structure, right? Now this structure is important from the exam point of view, right? And in our textbook also we have this, right? So this is very, very important, everyone. So what we have within each breast, what we have, what is there? There is a mammary gland, right? There is a mammary gland over there, and we have a modified sweat glands, okay? And of course they produce the milk. So over here, everyone, we can clearly see the structure which is there in the NCERT textbook. It's very, very important. So what are the important things we have to remember? Definitely we have the rib cage over here. We have the muscles between the rib cage. We have the pectoral major muscles over here. Then of course we have the nipple. The other part, the surrounding circular part, which is darker in color, which have the different various oil glands are over here. Then we have the mammary lobe over here. Inside, of course, we have the mammary alveolus, the small sac-like structures, right? We have the mammary duct, which is attached to it. We have the ampullar region. We have the lactiferous duct. And of course, we have the fat. Now, we'll be taking a look at each of these. Let's take a look over here. Now, each mammary gland has about 15 to 20 lobes. And this is very, very important. Take a note of it, everyone. This is very, very important. Now, each mammary gland has 15 to 20 compartments altogether, right? This is very, very crucial. Now, there's one important thing, everyone, about this. Okay, 1 minute. Yes. Yes. So, the one important thing about this is, right, this has come in the examination altogether, right? So, what we have, each mammary gland has approximately 15 to 20 mammary lobes, right? And apart from that, we have compartments, right? And of course, it has the adipose tissue. Again, a very important point that we should remember about it, right? We definitely should have the understanding about it. Now, what we have the cluster of the milk secreting structure, which is called as the alveoli. Very important again that we have. And of course, embodied in the fibrous connective tissue, right? It will be great, sir, if you can come here. Ranjit, sir, if you can come over here in the studio. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So, what we have over here, everyone? So, we have the mammary glands, right, which have 15 to 20 mammary lobes altogether, right? Or we have the compartment that's separate by the variable amount of the adipose tissue. Most importantly, we have the cluster of milk secreting structure, which is the alveoli, which are embedded in the fibrous connective tissue altogether. We have the cavity, the lumen, right, of the alveoli, which stores the milk. Again, everyone, where there is a storage of the milk? In the lumen of the alveoli. So, over here we can see the alveoli, right? We have the lobes, we have the ducts, we have the fatty tissues, and we have the lobules, right? Moving further, let's take a look at the fibrous connective tissue that we have. It supports the alveoli and the duct, right? This particular part. Then we have the fatty adipose tissue. It covers the mammary glands, right? Over here we can clearly see. Then we have each alveoli opens into a mammary tubule. This is very, very crucial for all of us to understand. Over here, this image helps us to understand how the structure is not in the reality, but help us to better understand what is happening. Over here, this is a structure which is very similar to the body. So we have the alveoli, and of course we have the mammary tubules that are there. See over here, we can clearly see. So milk production is happening over here, and through these mammary tubules, the milk will be moving out. Moving further, each tubules that are there, right, have each lobes joined to form a mammary duct. So of course over here, right, what we will see, the tubules that are there, the mammary tubules will be joining and will be forming the mammary ducts. Of course this is very important, everyone. In the examination they have asked the flow of the milk, right, how the flow is happening. Very, very crucial step. With the arrows they can give you to pick the correct answer. So we have the mammary tubules, right? More further, we have the mammary duct, we have the mammary duct. Now this is interesting, everyone. So we started with the mammary tubules, we have the mammary duct over here. See over here, we have the ampullar region, and of course, we have at this particular part, right, which is connected to the lactiferous duct altogether. Okay, chaliye. Now what we have, everyone, see, lactiferous duct we just did and we have it over here. We know that we have the several mammary ducts that are there, right? They will be joining and forming the wider ampulla. See this particular part. Can you see this part over here, the yellow part, everyone? This part? Yes or no? Very good, everyone. I hope that all of you can see this. Right, so we have this part which is the ampulla part, right? Which is connected to the lactiferous duct through which the milk is being sucked out. Right? Very good. Everyone, I hope that are you there? Please don't get distracted by these students who are here. Yes, we will take care of them. Don't worry. Yes. Let's focus, everyone. Let's stay focused in the class. I hope that all of you are there. Yes, very good. Okay. Very good, everyone. Chaliye. Yes. Okay, chaliye. We have the mammary tubules, mammary ampulla, lactiferous duct, and all of these important things. Everyone, quickly give me a thumbs up if you're clear with this. Jaldi say all of you if you are clear with this. Yes. Yes, everyone, give me a minute. Yes, everyone. Okay, thumbs up. Very good, very good. Now, can you quickly tell me the flow? Joldi, joldi, everyone. Can you quickly tell me the flow of the blood? Sorry, not flow of the milk. Yes, everyone. See, we are trying our best to study. Right? And I want all of you to stay focused. It's a very easy topic, but this is very easy. Does not have any of the heavy content. 2 questions are there only which are important, and I told you that. Easy peasy, everyone. Please make sure you hit the like button for the video. I hope that all of you have hit the like button for the video. Interesting. Very good. Chaliye. Very good. Rajanya is helping us over here. Mammary tubules to mammary duct. Then mammary duct to mammary. What is it with A? M-A you have written, right? Mammary ampulla and the lactiferous duct. Very good. So everyone, you can take a note over there. Easy peasy, absolutely correct, Captain Lucky. Yes, Saima. Yes, NEET aspirant. So let's understand, everyone, what is the function of the breast. We know that it plays a very important role in the lactation. It helps to provide the milk to the newborn, right? Of course, in the lactation, secretion and the ejection of the milk. Apart from that, everyone, plays a very important role in the milk production altogether. Which hormone is there? Prolactin hormone, right? Remember everyone. So, of course, we have the connection from the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. There's a secretion from it, and of course, we saw the production of the milk. Then we have milk secretion. Which hormone is there? Oxytocin. Oxytocin, right? Remember the name. Prolactin and oxytocin plays a very important role in the secretion of the milk altogether. Clear, everyone? Are we clear? Yes. Very good, very good. Yes. Prolactin is secreted by the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. Okay. Everyone, you can take a screenshot of it, right? I'll move aside to take the screenshot of it. Okay. Moving ahead, everyone. We are kind of done. Happy. So let's quickly read the NCERT textbook, everyone. The functional mammary gland is the characteristics of all the female mammals. Mammary glands are paired structure, or we also call them as breasts. They contain the glandular tissue. Important point, which tissue they have? Glandular tissue. And of course, variable amount of the fat. The glandular tissue of each breast has about 15 to 20 lobes. Numbers are really very important in NCERT. This is super important, super crucial. They contain the cluster of the cells called as alveoli over here. The cells of the alveoli secretes milk, which is stored in the cavities lumen, right, in the cavities of the alveoli. The alveoli opens into the mammary tubules. Tubules of each lobe joins to form the mammary duct. That's the second important passage. Several mammary duct, right, joins to form the wider mammary ampulla, and then which is connected to the lactiferous duct through which the milk is sucked out. Everyone, are we clear? Easy peasy. I'm sure you have a clear-cut picture now how the flow is happening. Clear? So I'll write. I think Rajanya have actually made it really very easy. Write what we have. We have mammary tubule. Right? We'll write like this, tubule. Then we'll put an arrow. Then we have mammary duct. Right? Then from the duct it goes to the ampulla. Mammary ampulla. 1 minute. And from the ampulla it goes to the lactiferous duct. Everyone take a screenshot, everyone, jaldi se. Yes. Everyone, are we clear? Chali. Now everyone, here I have a very interesting question for you. After the lactation, the mammary glands regresses and of course return to the resting state. Which of the following occurs during the regression? So after the lactation, right, once the lactation is done, the feeding is done, we will see that the mammary glands will return back to the resting state. Which of these following happens? Okay, let's read the statement. Apoptotic cells, death and tissues remodeling, that's definitely not a part of this, definitely not happening, right? Increase in adipose tissues, that is there. Decrease in adipose tissues or secretion of secretion is reabsorbed. What do you think, everyone? Right? Anyone? Crystal clear? Okay, so if that's the case, everyone, see, please do take this question as a homework question. So the next class on the community post, everyone will post this, right? We will post it for you. Clear? I will not reveal the answer now, everyone. I will not reveal the answer now. Right, on Monday class when we have, right? We have a class on Monday which is on the PYQs, which will be the continuation of the molecular basis of inheritance. Right, which will be the continuation of that. So in that class, I'll be answering these questions. But I want all of you to write the answer in the comment section below. Okay? Chali, everyone. So with this, we can happily say that, everyone, time's up. But before that, the very important two things that we have over here. We have the vestibular gland. Now this is important, kind of an extra information, but it's very, very important over here. So we have the greater vestibular gland. We also call this gland as the Barbertholin gland, right? Now this is located on the either side of the vaginal opening. So where we have the vaginal opening, right? It is kind of present on the either side of it. And what is its important role? Secretion. It produces a small amount of the quantity of the mucus during the intercourse to add the lubrication. This is important. Right, in female we have the Barotholin's gland, which plays a very important role in the secretion of the mucus. These are homologous to the bulbourethral gland that are present in the males. These are the greater vestibular glands. We have the lesser vestibular glands, right? And here we have the important function. They are located on the either side of the urethral opening, right? These, of course, are the mucus secreting glands are embedded in the walls of the urethra, and they are the homologous to the prostate gland. That's it. Just easy peasy, not so very difficult information. Everyone do take the screenshot of this, but oops, kind of I gave the answer. Sorry. That could be not the answer, everyone. Huh? Yes. Okay. Yes, everyone do take the screenshot of this. Yes. Okay, chaliye. So with this, everyone, we are done with the chapter. Not the chapter per se, right? But we are done with the female reproductive system. Yes. So everyone, you know that we had a class with Pushpendu sir at 5 p.m. and I have asked you which is the next topic I should start. And majority of you have voted for the human health and diseases. So we'll be starting that particular chapter, right? So everyone, please make sure you are aware about what is happening. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's a lot happening on the community post, so please make sure to check what is happening on the community post altogether. Yes. Thank you so much, NEET aspirant. Thank you so much, Rajanya, Lavanya, Paraji. Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Captain Lucky, thank you so much, Bacha. Thank you so much. So everyone, we'll be meeting really very soon. Till that time, do take care of yourself and keep on learning with Aakash BYJU'S. We'll meet soon. Bye-bye. Good night.